Guess it's about time that I tell y'all how I escaped human trafficking. My name is Sister Tiff. I'm 44 years old, and this is my story. A lot of people would think that there is no way to escape human trafficking, but that's very untrue. Actually, women and even men are given a lot of opportunities. They're just so afraid to leave. You've been brainwashed to the point where people truly believe that these people care about them and that no one else will, that they will be trashed and used good. A few months into my stay, there was a Cambodian lady there. Her name was Srey. She told me, girl, it's just better to do what they tell you to do and stop fighting it and pretend you like it. And to me, I'm like, what is she talking about? There was a trans girl, her name was Jacinta, we called her Naughty. She said the same thing. But for real, I thought that they low-key liked being there, the way they acted. And for many months, Srey had her own room. And she got her own room because she basically did whatever she was told. And she used to talk to herself late at night. And we used to giggle because we used to be like, who is she talking to? The wall? There ain't no TV in there. I'll get to why later. So months after months, you get a little bit more freedom. Like, you get to go out and pick up food. You get to go grocery shopping. Yeah, some of us got to go grocery shopping. We were told not to say a word or make contact with anybody, eye contact, nothing. And we would literally have to pretend like we're his wife. I was big, so I didn't get to pretend I was his wife very often or go out. But he did trust me to do other things like wash his car, wash his dog. I got to watch his kids. And I got to be in the delivery room of every single baby that was born. Oh, I got to run up in hotel rooms a few times and beat people up, which wasn't like hard because I was angry. One night I was sitting on my bed and I was like, oh, I want to go home so bad. Even though I don't have really a place to go, I can't go back to my dad's because I'm fat. I don't have any family to go stay with. My mom, it would have been impossible, even though she was only a few hours away. We were around El Paso, and she was in Louisville. One night, Naughty was like, you want to leave for real? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to leave for real. She was like, I kind of got a plan. I found out that his brother, Daddy's brother, used to visit from out of town with his friends. I didn't know that was his brother at the time. And in his backpack, he carried drugs, he carried weapons, and he was a sucker for trans girls and large women. Well, the day finally came. Daddy's brother came to town. Y'all, he was gross. They were blazing, black and Asian mix. And usually those guys are really good looking, but in the brother's case, he was not. He was like 5 feet tall and 6 feet wide. And his hair looked like Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He had Dunlap syndrome. Like, I thought I had done, his belly lapped his belt like twice. So basically, he would just have you like do stuff. He couldn't perform. We found out that we were going the night before it happened. And Srey knocked on the door. And she told us, like, I heard y'all talking. Y'all know that, like, if y'all get caught, y'all know what's going to happen. And I know that someone from Handmaid's Tale writes, as a trafficking survivor, helps write that story because they do whip the bottom of your feet. And you will have open sores. They do take your fingers and your eyeballs. And sometimes they even circumcise you. She said, I want in, Srey. Mind you, this lady is almost 50. I thought she was younger because she was good looking. And we were like, you're probably not going to be in the room with us. And she said, knock on the door. If you get out first, knock on the door. If I get out first, I'll knock on your door. Our plan is one of us distract him and get something in his drink. Whatever we can find in that bag. The thing is that we had to grind it up fast and spit it in his drink or whatever. So that night we got dropped off and it was 10 of us. And we couldn't tell some of the girls because they truly believed it like that. They used to like fight for his attention, fight for his love. So we couldn't trust them. Basically, old boy had his backpack. We didn't know what he would have had in it. She had, because we were allowed to have Tylenol PM. She had some of those that she had cheek. And we were there for about 3 hours. And he said, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Well, We didn't know if he was number one, number two. So she rushed to his backpack and she saw that he had an eyedropper bottle. And how she knows what GHB looks like, tastes like, whatever, it said out on the bottle. So I don't know if he was even planning to give that to us. So she spit Tylenol PM in his drink and a whole dropper full of that stuff. I don't know how much he was supposed to use. When he came back out, we were like not near his drink, so I guess he had not known it, but she was shaking. You could see her hands physically shaking. And we were looking at each other, and he was like, y'all want to play a drinking game? And I was a little bit already like toasty or whatever. And he asked us like if we wanted to do some stuff. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. We started playing this game, and you had to drink the entire drink down in one shot. And so he gave me this big glass of like E&J, and I was like, if I drink this, I'm gonna be done, because I am a lightweight, y'all. I'm fat, but I can't hold my alcohol. And so it was his turn. Naughty had drank down her drink. She said she had to go to the bathroom. I did not know. Unbeknownst to me, she went in there to make herself, make it come back up. And she came back out, and then it was his turn to drink. And when he did it, he was like, ooh, this stuff is cheap. She said, it is? I'm glad I didn't drink none of that. He said, yeah, I'm glad you didn't. It was nasty. He was like, it's got an aftertaste. They had to be the Tylenol. He was a horse too, because it took him 45 minutes to go down. And he was fighting it. He was like, oh, I'm feeling a little nice. He get up, he started making us dance and stuff. And we like, damn, we ain't getting out this piece. Back then, you had a remote to change like the music on the boombox. And he couldn't find it. And he was like, I don't like this song. He went to walk and get up, and he went boom and hit the ground. Hard, y'all. So hard, we kind of felt like the ground shook a little bit. And I thought he was dead. I thought we had killed him, but Naughty got down, and dumbass, she got down and felt his neck. And I was like, we gotta go. They took our shoes. We was gonna run barefoot, but we had to get out of there. So she grabbed his whole backpack. Thank God she did. She grabbed his whole backpack. We ran next door and knocked on Srey's door. And dude, we did a special knock so she knew it was us. You could hear dude say, I gotta answer the door, hold on. All we heard after he said that was this big thump. And she was tiny. I'm this tall, and she was like this tall. So she was probably like 5 feet. Because I'm 6 feet. She opens up the door, and she's in like this latex outfit. And she was like, we rolling? And I'm like, yes, let's go. We couldn't knock on anybody else's door. We couldn't risk it. So we started running out to the woods. It was hot. Like in El Paso, it's a different type of heat than like Alabama. She says, hold on, wait a minute. She squats down and poops out a cell phone from her. A cell phone that looked like this. All them months, we thought she was talking to herself, and she had a phone in her snap. She had her now husband. Now he's her husband. Come get her. She met him that way, but he told his family she was a hitchhiker. We actually flagged down a car full of guys coming from San Juarez. They took us to this gas station that sold chanclas. We waited, and in the morning, as soon as I guess it was like Ross, we got some real clothes. I got on the bus. We got on the Greyhound. We sold products and made our way home. I know half y'all ain't make it through this story, but that's how we got away. And there's plenty of opportunities, but you're so scared you don't take it. And that was my chance. And now I'm telling my story. Have the day you deserve.